I am 40 years old. This is my second pregnancy. I have a 6-year-old son. I am 5 days away from my due date. So I'm due the 24th of April 2009. And at this point I'm having a very, very nice pregnancy. That was in England. Not that they just perform C-sections in England, but it was found that at 37 weeks my baby was breech. They tried to do an external turning procedure, I've forgotten the name for it, but they tried to turn him and he didn't want to budge, and so I was booked in for a C-section at 38 weeks. First of all, the C-section was not a particularly nice experience. I was certainly not present at the C-section. I didn't feel like it was, I felt like it was happening to somebody else. There were also huge complications afterwards for both me and the baby. The baby was inhaled my amniotic fluids and he went into NICU for 5 days after a couple of dusky periods, straight after he was born. And then I incurred an infection at surgery stage, which we didn't pick up on until I'd left hospital. And the day after I'd left hospital, I collapsed and I had heard tearing and ripping. And there's a lot of details, but cut a long story short, after about 2 weeks of the baby being born, stitches opened up, and I was, part of a horror movie for half an hour or so until they put me back in for a repair surgery, etc. So I had a really lousy time with the first C-section. All in all, I think I was still back in hospital a year afterwards getting permanent stitches taken out. So that's one of the major reasons why I want to have a natural birth. But the other thing is, I just think women have been doing it for thousands and thousands of years. It's a natural, amazing privilege that we've got. We can bake something for 9 months and then we can get it out the right way. So that's the way I want to go now, absolutely. The major setback was that I didn't have a supportive OB/GYN. I think it's very easy these days with the liability culture that we live in. And I had, an OB/GYN who I felt was kind of liability frozen. It's very easy these days just to rely on drugs and heavy kind of monitoring, baby monitoring, and that's deemed to be the normal way to give birth. And it's only in the last 50 years that we've been giving birth in hospitals, So my initial setback was the wrong OB/GYN for me. She may have been right for other people, she certainly wasn't the right one for me. So I've corrected that setback, and then the setback that I wanted to avoid was the breech child. I wanted to make sure that this baby had room to turn, and I've done that through Berlin Wellness, Dr. Berlin, who's done massage and sacral adjustments, and then acupuncture through Jason, also at Berlin Wellness. I've received several treatments here at Berlin Wellness for a breech presentation and also for labour preparation. The first treatments that I had started around 28 weeks. I came in early because I wanted to make sure that we had enough time to prepare my body to sort of turn this baby. So I've been having an excellent massage by Dr. Berlin. I was doing twice weekly when I first came, and after the baby turned, we brought it back. We brought it down to once weekly. That involves a back massage that goes right down into your hip area. As a result of my sort of dancing and gymnastic background and my really tight hip flexors here, I've had these hip flexors kind of stretched, if you like, released. That can be a little bit painful sometimes, but Dr. Berlin makes you laugh so much that really you don't, and honestly you don't feel it because you're just kind of chatting away and having a good time in there. And then labour preparation, I've been having sacral adjustments the whole way through. You don't like the kind of cracking. I walk out there here sometimes not feeling pregnant. It's all loosened up and you're all straight. And then with Jason, I've been having acupuncture to soften the cervix and allow the baby to drop. And that's a few points in the ankle and towards the knee area. And so I've been taking a Chinese herb to soften the cervix. And I am 3 centimetres dilated, 90% effaced. That's the sort of progression from last week when I was 2 centimetres and 80% effaced. So I'm just going there in steady stages, you know, and it's been very easy in that sense. Healthy, vibrant, lots of energy, and I'm so excited. I get the chance to enjoy this experience rather than it be a experience in an operating room. And I'm so curious as a woman about what it's all about. I'll let you know afterwards.